Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. 9:44 a.m. News and views right here on Salam Media. And Alhamdulillah, once again, we are joined by Brother Abdul Aleem Gamza, Head of Department of Fund Development at IRSA. He's going to be sharing some pertinent information regarding the current campaigns at IRSA, raising the much needed funds as we approach winter, but also reviewing the year 2022 and the preparation for the Mubarak month of Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the program.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh to yourself, Julie, as well as the listeners of Salam here this morning.
Okay, so what was the year 2022 like, the challenges, accomplishments, as you, IRSA, look back, in retrospect, and inshallah, what is the hope for the year ahead?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. All praise and thanks be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our nourisher, cherisher, and sustainer. We make dua, Allah mabarak lana fi Rajab wa Sha'ban, muballithna Ramadan. And as we stand on the threshold of the month of Ramadan, we make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless and gives us goodness in the month of Rajab as well as Sha'ban, and allows us to be standing in the month of Ramadan as a witness to the month, and as we're able to gain the maximum benefit of that. And such is life. Life is about gaining the maximum benefit of every single opportunity that we have. And we know that life is about very short. We also know that, our time is ticking. And as we look back and we reflect, because that is part of what we as Muslims do, we take stock of ourselves, we look back and we see what have we done. And we don't look at it from a point of gloating, but we look at it from a point of how can we improve, subhanAllah. And first and foremost, when we look back at the year of 2022, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the innumerable amount of bounty that He has bestowed and blessed us with. Secondly, we thank our generous donors who have made these generous contribution to our various campaigns. And when we look at South Africa, and we look at Africa as a whole, we look at the world, we see despair, we see a devastation, we see
It started off great. Listen to it now.
to more people. We want to reach more people because there's so much suffering here. The middle class has grown, become of the affluent. The middle class has shrunk. They become part of those who are struggling to make ends meet. We have seen so many changes in terms of pricing around the world. So when we look at this, a large portion of our work provides urgent aid in times of need. But we are committed to supporting the development of strong and thriving communities. We are there to develop communities to become self-sustainable. This is our motto, build sustainability. But we cannot lose sight of when there's a flood in Pakistan, when there is a flood in Kosovo, when there's an earthquake in another country, when there is war devastation in another country. We can't lose sight of that, and we an emergency appeal. But in the meantime, we are building sustainability, and one of those countries by building sustainability would be places like Bosnia that we're speaking about, that had genocide taking place in that country. We have forgotten about the who works on the ground to make sure the community is taken care of and they are able to sustain their own lives, inshallah.
Okay, sure. You guys really have your hands full, don't you? I also know that you've recently launched your winter appeal. What does it look like, and action plan to serve those suffering from plummeting temperatures? Undoubtedly, it's going to be a very cold winter in the southern hemisphere.
SubhanAllah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when we look around us living in South Africa, our weather conditions at this time of the year is very hot, it's very Alhamdulillah, we are able to enjoy this kind of weather. But
It's
in the
okay.
northern hemisphere, and in places like Syria, the heat, or not the heat, the temperatures have plummeted. People are suffering. The winter has really kicked in, and these are harsh winter conditions with snow. And you can imagine you don't have a decent home to live in. You have makeshift accommodation. Can you imagine what it would be like if you don't have decent clothes to be wearing? So last year, the generous support of our donors once again, and we provided over 435,000 people, 17 countries, through our winter appeal. This is kits that contain items
Okay.
such as
Let
warm
me speak
clothes,
to
blankets,
Nasreen.
heaters, and food. Because food is something that keeps you warm. And the more food you have and you're able to sustain yourself, together with the clothing, alhamdulillah, we'll be able to. So this year we want to continue on that trajectory. And we're looking to provide so much more in terms of what we're trying to achieve. It's over 450,000 people this year. And we want to go into the as many countries as we did last year, but we want to reach more people. We want to make more sure
Okay,
that our
don't worry.
children
I'll
are
speak
able
to her
to be
later.
able to go to school, they're able to gain an education. And these are the kinds of things that we are busy with at Islamic State. And I think we don't think about our weather conditions here in South Africa. Okay, how come there's a weather winter up here? The northern hemisphere is going through their winter, and our brothers and sisters in places like Syria, Yemen, in Palestine here, are suffering with these harsh weather conditions currently.
Okay, so talk to us about Educate to Leader campaign, and also how does IRSA help underprivileged students access quality education?
Cecilia, so that's a really good question because part of the sustainability is educating people and being able to help them, obtain some sort of livelihood and education to be able to obtain a better livelihood. So as we welcome the new year, and our focus on education is, everybody's going back to that, gone back to school, going back to tertiary institutions and so forth. I believe every child deserves a quality education. And I think when we look at our own children and we look at our families and our kids and our families, what we want for them? We want the best education for them. We look at them and we say, oh no, what did you do to become? Oh, I want to become a doctor. I want to become an engineer. I want to become a lawyer. And they have great dreams, and inshallah ta'ala, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala facilitate that they realize these things. But so too does a child who comes from a more impoverished background also have dreams. They also wish to become doctors, lawyers, engineers, and so forth. So we believe that we need to educate, learn, and grow and help all our children gain for education. So our Educate a Leader program is an appeal, is a crucial to help build the futures of underprivileged communities and students, in addition to the positive education positively impact on so many generations. And we've seen that in so many of our communities where we've done in the Western Cape, we involved with a school called GLC, the Leadership College, and we've seen the results of that. So we continuously and Islamically diligently working on education sector. Education are vital tools towards empowering and uplifting the underprivileged communities here in South Africa and abroad. It's not only in South Africa, but we also doing it abroad, where we are working, educating, and making sure our children are educated. Alhamdulillah. And these are important things because this is the future of our ummah. This is the future of humanity. And if we show kindness to this generation, inshallah ta'ala, they will show kindness to the next generation following inshallah.
Thumma Ameen. Of course, the Mubarak month of Ramadan is literally around the corner. Talk to us about the planning and build up, and what can we expect from IRSA for Ramadan 2023?
Subhanallah, I was planning for Ramadan 2023. It started at the end of Ramadan 2022. Yeah,
Mm.
because that is just the nature of what it is that we do. But the reality is that, whilst Ramadan is a focal point for us at our organization, and it's only through the grace and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we've had, alhamdulillah, a successful Ramadan. We say successful, which we reached more people than we anticipated, but we also know we can and we will, inshallah ta'ala, do better than that this coming year. Again, it is about the support of our generous donors. So that it has enabled us to provide over 300 Ramadan packs last year. We benefited over 1.5 billion people in 33 countries globally.
Wow.
And to go beyond that. We know that our zakat is powerful, and everybody, most of the people dispenses of their zakat during the month of Ramadan. So as we approach the month of Ramadan, it's incumbent and important for us to emphasize the importance of zakat and the benefits and the religious obligation we have. But I want to remind the community that, zakat is incumbent upon us of 2.5% of the wealth that we accumulated, and there's rules that goes with regard to that. But sadaqah and lillah is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, but give freely from what you have. Zakat is incumbent, it's like salah, it's incumbent upon us. We have to give it by the means to give it. But lillah and sadaqah is things that we say, I've got this excess, I'm going to give it. I've got 100 rand, I'm going to give 10 rand. I've got 1,000, I'm going to give 100 rand in terms of sadaqah. We need to start looking at things like that, because that prevents calamities, that protects our families. And subhanAllah, we can give so much in terms of charity in the names of those who have passed away, family members. So we must not lose sight of this month, of these months that lies ahead. Every single day we have an opportunity to do good. As I said in the beginning when we started out, our goal really is about maximizing the opportunities that we have, about maximizing the time that we have. It's about maximizing every single opportunity we have to give one rand to somebody to make a difference. Subhanallah, that is the importance of what it is that we have. Because when we stand in front of Allah on the day of Qiyamah, we'll have our good deeds, and we'll have sometimes will be multiplied more than we know. Not sometimes, it will be multiplied more than we know. And we will be so glad that we gave that 10 rand. We'll be so glad that we gave that charity, that sadaqah, that lillah, to somebody to make sure that we've made a difference to their life. And we've got opportunities. We've spoken about our campaigns. We've spoken about, educate a leader. We've spoken about our winter campaign. There's our orphans campaign. We've got Ramadan. So there's so many aspects that we can be giving money to. And every single one is a hadith pertaining to looking after and taking care of certain people of our communities that the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has mentioned, and we can be part of all of that, and we can earn our right in the Jannah by giving our charities, our sadaqah, and subhanAllah, to me it is just a great opportunity for us, just another opportunity to do good, inshallah.
Ameen, Ameen, Thumma Ameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your efforts and everyone at IRSA. You guys are doing absolutely amazing work. May Allah always guide, bless and protect one and all, so that you continue this amazing work in the service of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For people wanting to start, and I know people do start off early, they don't wait for Ramadan to be upon them when they start dispensing of their zakah. They can start right now. How do they go about getting in touch with you and making their very, very meaningful contributions?
Well, you can go onto our website, which is www.islamic-relief.org.za, and you'll be able to receive zakat. You make your donation there. It's very simplistic. It's very user-friendly. If you are in Johannesburg, our offices are in Johannesburg in Queensland. If you're in Durban, it is in the Sherwood area in Durban. You can just make contact with us. Go via our website. Everything is on our website. Just be really user-friendly. Every single donor that's out there to make contact with us. All our information is on our website. But if you want, you can go ahead and give us a call on the numbers that we provided on the website, inshallah.
Inshallah. Abdul Aleem Gamza, Head of Department of Fund Development at Islamic Relief South Africa. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all efforts, inshallah. Go well, keep up your du'as, and salamu alaikum to you.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
9:58 8 a.m. exactly. This is News and Views on Salam Media. We're not wrapping up just yet. We have our final guest standing by to talk with us, and that is Yunus Chamda. He's an author based, I presume he's based in Roshni, simply because I'm making that assumption, because he's going to be talking to us about this amazing book that he, in collaboration with a few other people in Roshni and the communities and the community as well, have put together. It's a coffee table book, I understand, and it's going to be very interesting unpacking the story, inshallah. Do stay with us.